What's goodies in the hoodies? This tarot reading will be for the zodiac sign Libra, element Earth. This will be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or your Mars. As well as if you are gangsta, you may just be on this video. Thank you. And if you are a rock star, hi. I am going to start this out with a prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power, the glory forever and ever. Amen. Please do not forget to leave your comments. Thank you. To not forget to subscribe, your likes, and shout outs. Thank you for your watch hours. So, Libra. My nephew Aspen is so creative and actual talent. He is flexible too. He and I, as well as my daddy, but mostly he and I, have built our bond stronger and stronger every day. My daddy too, but him and I, my nephew and I, as he and I both navigate our cosmic ways together as the Pisces zodiac sun, element water that he and I are. He is 9 years old and I am 26 years old. I am happy to have him here with me in this house during this time. Okay. I'm going to share his photos that he has drew here. So that is Pinocchio, Teenage Robot from I, Teenage Robot, and this robot thing about getting his own room here is what I think this is. I'd ask him another day. Take it day by day here. Time is a terrible thing to waste. So why is it that these stupid people keep wasting Aspen and I's time? Why do him and I deserve to live in an unsafe environment? The Mayan prophecy. Okay. I will be pulling a tarot card from the occult tarot. How can we possibly embrace our truest self if we never stir into the dark? You know what I mean? Okay. Bautis, Page of Swords, number 17, gives answer of past, present, and future, reconciles friends and foes. The Mayan prophecy, 2012. The 2012 movie is a movie based upon the phenomenon that's happened across the world, that the world was going to end in the year 2012. The Mayas, alchemically speaking, do not speak of the world. Specifically, they say that everything transformed in this way. They were speaking to the spirits of everything that have breath, and that's evolution. Clearly, we are all still here after that 2012 event, whichever way that's happened for you. It wasn't that the world was going to end. What the Mayans had predicted, but a spirit's evolution with oneself, is what they had explained. Blood and time are what the Mayans believe in. It is a Western cultured occulticism too. The Mayans are warriors who make it their duty to fight scarce resources such as royal blood. On December 12th, 2012 is when the Mayans' first prophecy came to an end. The first Mayan prophecy announces the end of the present cycle that from the year 1999, there are 13 years remaining to each Mayan prophecy. The first being that every person is in the great room of mirrors to find his own multidimensional nature within her self. The next 13 years, from 2013 to 2026, my mathematician corrected me if I am wrong. My mathematician, me, the second Mayan prophecy shows two paths, one of understanding and tolerance, and one of fear and destruction. And both man will learn the necessary lessons for the evolution of the conscious. This prophecy tells us that humanity is moving forward to a new era of harmony, and that to get there, we must confront our greatest fears and accept that we are faced with difficult situations in order to learn from them, maintaining peace in any situation which we experience. No matter how difficult the challenge, we can maintain and increase our internal energy, producing a state of high vibrations and a state of respect for all that exists. This explains why I had so many powers in my life. I discovered how to fly to the sky as lying down, my Kundalini energy, telepowers, and that's my tears and sadness caused one of my deep, dark wishes to come true across America. Now we are in the second prophecy, 2013 to 2026, where we are discovering our superpowers that we do have, not perfected just yet, because that will be after these 13 years is done with, and the Mayans' third prophecy then begins. The Morgan President Wilson debates. Life is war in the face of goddess. My stance is like the zodiac Libra, element air. I believe in fine arts, fashion, design, and style. I value the zodiac Libra elements of air relationship. I also see life's meaning through interrelationships and make more meaning through one-on-one partnerships and twin flames work. My criterion is if you are a stupid person, leave me alone. My contention as a zodiac Pisces element water is that through the invisible, I realize that I am made of something that is bigger than myself. Tarot cards for President Thomas Wilson. In reality, Barack Obama was the president at that time during 2012. Tarot cards for President Thomas Wilson. Hook, hookah shaka, hookah, hookah, hookah shaka, hookah, hookah, hookah shaka. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Oh, Let me pull out a rock song here for Mr. President Thomas Wilson here, who did nothing for us at all. Okay, let's see. Let's get some rock music going here. Throwback. Oh, Thursday. Okay. It's Monday. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. I'm just a sucker for pain. I'm coming home from the place where I belong, where love has always been enough for me. Bankrupt. During this 2012 movie, we see the sadness in the nation. There was still people bankrupt around here. Okay, it makes the movie even sadder because if you if you had been discovering, there are a global nation crisis of homelessness, and now the world is ending during this homelessness. Photo proof getting evidence. There are pages online that interview homeless people that are on the streets. I wanted to start my own. I had my video questions ready. I had all of that ready, my camera set up, but I didn't have the time, nor did I have the time to do it. Or the finances. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info, studying good people, wanting to be good, wanting to be successful, wanting to do this is what the president wanted to do, but he is not. He then goes on to tell Adrian that there are 0 people around him who are like Adrian with that ambition. So he tries to blame it on the people that are around him for his choices of literally putting so much evil into the world and not stopping us that the world had to end. Okay, so hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. Young and I'm getting it. Yeah, so that's what we do out here, hustling, and there are many songs out here about hustling and and all of that. And so, you know what I mean? Groupie. You know what I mean? I said this before about Thomas Wilson, the president of the United States, that he has groupie problems here. He likes to hang out with his fancy friends. You know what I mean? Haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. He wants this to be his story. Like, oh, look at all this bad stuff I'm doing. This is my trauma. You know what I mean? But it's not their trauma because you're actually doing bad, and you're not facing it here. You know what I mean? You're not traumatized. You're traumatizing us. You know what I mean? Yeah, you are the drama star to President Tom as well, son. You know what I mean? Caught a case. You know what I mean? And the reason why there's so much evil in the world here. You know what I mean? Uh, these bad people do bad things. You know what I mean? They don't care who they hurt. They don't care who they injure. You know what I mean? At all. Because they believe that they are us. You know what I mean? Queen rising, you know what I mean? Like they see us stepping into power, praise, coming up spotlights, you know what I mean? And now they want to compete. You know what I mean? But you can't compete. You know what I mean? We're rising, you know what I mean? Inside scoop, a closer look, nosy, up in your business. Always up in somebody's business, you know what I mean? The President of the United States, Thomas Wilson, went up to Adrian and he is super nosy in Adrian's business to the point where he wants to be Adrian. He wants to be on his side, but he clearly is not. You know what I mean? He hasn't done any work. I don't care how you look at it. Oh, he prayed over us. He is good. He's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Rejected. He has rejected you and I from basic human needs and resources to pave a life of hell for all of us, because that is the life that he has exercised in his life, thinking that it is okay to exercise that with everybody else because he has survived that. But I don't do anything to that extent at all. You know what I mean? My least active chakra is the root chakra. You know what I mean? So you can imagine me. You know what I mean? And all of that. And literally, people are sitting on buckets outside asking for money. You know what I mean? Carless, no car repo, car issues. You know what I mean? And these false idols like President Thomas Wilson go through the same thing as us too. They have the same experiences, but they maneuver it in their way of exercising their mind by being of these groupies who are bad news. You know what I mean? Thief. You know what I mean? Yeah, they do bad. They feed bad. Oh, if I steal from, the people, don't give them their money, don't give them their land, don't be there for them physically or emotionally here, then I'm cool. I'll recite a prayer, you know. I'll have Bible study with you, because I know who is who. I know that Adrian is a good person. I know that. But I know I'm not, though. So anybody can play the part. I'm here to tell you President Thomas Wilson is not qualified. Travel, always partying, wolf in sheep's clothing. Does these things to make it look like they deserve all of the glory when behind the closed doors they don't even know what work is. They are happiness haters. Okay, when it comes to love, when it comes to finances, when it comes to happiness, when it comes to safety, happiness haters. And they don't even say this. Some people do. I probably met 2 people who are okay with having that reputation. But for God's sake, you are literally the president of the United States. Scarcity tactics. Yeah, they use these scarcity tactics on the world to make them believe that they care. Like Obamacare. No, you don't. COCK blocking. I care about my health a lot. I am literally a Virgo rising with a Virgo North node. I care about my health so much. And the fact that healthcare was cut off at the age of 26 bothers me. And the fact that all of these cases and STDs are out here, and the fact that there's barely any knowledge about SEX, and the fact that they won't even leave me alone bothers me. Okay. A lot. They're in love with this idea of love. It's a shame that they will believe it will come. Karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secrets, competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Secrets competition. He was in secrets competition with Adrian. He met Adrian, and it gave him the tea on how to look better in front of this whole situation. But he still does not. It is not as good as it would have been if it was somebody else. Let me just say that. Wasting time. Stuck, no changes, limited. Dirty offer. Girl fight. Gives the world these dirty offers. No change to behavior at all. But yeah, Mr. President, do you see what's going on? Or are you too afraid to look fat? An offer of a fake smile. Wow, Adrian, I haven't met anybody like you before. I don't care about that. Ego getting in the way of relationships. Dust it off. You know, things like that, I dust off. Like, you ain't telling me nothing. Adrian says, like, this is Adrian's energy. Adrian is a Pisces, like me. Love on the brain, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. If I am fantasizing, if I am in this state of daydreaming as a Pisces zodiac sign, of course I'm gonna just be looking at you like, okay, like, leave me alone. If you are a traumatized, if you are a bad person, just face it that you are bad and leave me alone. It doesn't make sense to bring me into this. So you can look cooler. Stay in your town. I'm not paying attention to none of y'all who are bad at all. Threatening, intimidating, threatened, bothered. Was intimidated, most likely by Pisces. That's intimidation by Adrian here. Cyberbully. You are being bullied online, or there are has suffered from it. You know what I mean? Straight up bully, straight up intimidation right here. You know what I mean? I can be intimidated. I mean, I can be intimidating, which means that I am threatened and bothered by you. If I am intimidating to you, then you must be threatening and to me, and I am bothered by you, right? That's Adrian's energy towards the president. Because now I feel like the President Thomas Wilson, what he was doing here was threatening Adrian by saying, "Oh, there are zero people in this government who's ever talked about that bullying." Like, why you ain't becoming the government? I mean, I think that he would have if he had the resources, and if y'all would just not take these highest positions that we assume good people are in, and things like that, or whatever it is for everybody, because we are all our individual snowflakes. Everybody is different. Stalking, watching, obsessed. He even looks at Adrian in every movement that Adrian makes. But he is obsessed. I don't get obsessed. I don't even know how to exercise my mind to be that way. Giving money. Clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes sugar honey iced tea up dramatic. Like, if I'm gonna look at you crazy because I'm not even out here looking for you to say anything like, oh, there are 0 people in the office who think like you. Like, I'm kind of villain stats. Like, I am going to want to, like, literally shoot you in the head, but if I am doing something else, trying to get to safety, like, got me working like 50 different jobs, how the heck am I going to pay attention to what the heck you are saying at me? Adrian, literally, the world is ending, okay? And you expect me to now realize there's 0 people in here who think about you. Then why are you here if you know that it is bad? And I am a woman. Eyes will start to well up. I will start to feel it in my chest. I will feel it all the way in my body. But if I had the goal of saving as many people as I can, as trying to get the information out, now I gotta call my dad. I just found out my dad died. This is Adrian. I'm talking as Adrian. Harry, his father, did not survive the apocalypse. I'm trying to survive, and you over here talking about this. What the heck do you want me to do? You telling me this as a villain, threatening me, bullying me. Let me see something. Bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities, obsessive, lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, karmic. Obsessive and bad is what the president Thomas Wilson is. Created these bad habits, and that's why what goes around comes around, depending on which year you're in, of course. But in this case, he said that straight up to Adrian. Because of these bad habits that he was exercising with Adrian, and because of this fact that he was so obsessed with him that he wanted to threaten Adrian. For why? Crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. To upset Adrian, to make the scene more dramatic. Same old SHIT, just a different day. That's how I feel as a Pisces. Like, it's same, just a different today. Like, in their head, overthinking, stressed, over analyzing. Like, I am supposed to talk you out of the karma you are about to receive. I'm over here on this side, the side of tolerance. You're over there, the side of fear and destruction. I'm talking as Adrian and to the presidents, Thomas Wilson. Okay. Let's get some loving words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. Matthew chapter 6 verses 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought of the things of itself. Matthew chapter 5 verse 36. Be not afraid, only believe. I will be pulling cards from the Spirit's Junkie Tarot deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now. I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. Okay, let's close this tarot reading out with a prayer. I will be using a prayer labyrinth in which I do not have, so I will be using my imagination to bring the prayer labyrinth in front of me because I do have that superpower to teleport objects and humans and feel it. Okay, let's get it. Okay, prayer. Dear God, thank you for a lovely day. Thank you for a lovely evening. Thank you for the gift of forgiveness. Thank you for the gift of abundance. Thank you for the gift of survival. Thank you for the gift of hope. Thank you for the gift of love. Thank you for showing up today, my XO, my sacred crew XO. In your name I pray. Amen. Okay. Please do not forget to leave your comments, subscriptions, likes, and shout outs. Thank you for your watch hours. A tutelar.